congratulations on the series. We were talking with Katherine earlier about looking into the kind of person it takes to be an agent, particularly as a woman in what could be considered a man's world, what it takes to succeed in that. So how did you go about looking into your character and investing yourself in that?
Yeah, I suppose for me it was like she's operating in a man's world quite a lot. And I think for me it was always asking myself like what the cost was, sort of as a woman working in that world, because there is a big one. But also thinking like telling myself, I was saying over there that, you know, part of my prep was just saying I'm the most capable person in this room, and feeling that every time I went into the room with these amazing, you know, brilliant men. But yeah, I think, you know, part of it is that, and we had this amazing ex-CIA agent who was really helpful throughout the process and would sort of tell me about sort of the, you know, the ins and outs and of working with the CIA, particularly the women he worked with, and that was really, really helpful, and how the cost is greater for women in that world, and also probably in a lot of, you know, different industries. But yeah, I was always considering that before I sort of went into each scene. Yeah.
And if you go back quite a few years,
Yeah.
Female characters in espionage films weren't written so well.
No.
So how much of a pleasure is it to have such well-written characters and such great writers creating the character that you get to play?
Such a pleasure, such amazing actors, but also actors who have such a care for their work as well. And you know, all of these actors that I was working with, not only I was saying, do I know them, but I respect their work. I think they're just phenomenal, and just working with them was such a pleasure and such a joy, and it just felt so collaborative, and we were just able to kind of like sort of like really, you know, discuss the scene, break apart the scene, and I felt like we never really kind of got moving until we knew exactly what we were doing. And I think with a show like this, I think, you know, it's very simple for me. It was knowing where I was going and where I was coming from in every scene, particularly being, you know, a show about the CIA. I think they have to know that, so I thought I better know that as well. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was just a joy, and I just said it just sped by. This 6 months sped by. Loved it. Yeah.
And of all the fabulous moments you've had over the last 6 months, what's the one you're going to take away at this point in time the most?
Oh God, there's been so many.
Spoiler free, just give us one or two.
I'll just say I loved working with John Magaro in this, and yeah, I'm sure you'll see more. But I just loved working with him and getting to know him on this job. He's brilliant, and he's not here with us tonight, unfortunately. But he's so brilliant, and I loved working with him. That was my takeaway from this.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, and thanks so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!